The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, welcome back to social science class. Hope you all are doing well. So we have completed 7 chapters. Today we are going to discuss the 8th chapter, towards the Gangetic Plains.
BCE 2000, the Eastern European province from Poland to Middle East Asia was inhabited by pastoralists. The increase in population and the scarcity of green pastures for their herd forced them to move away to far-off places. They traveled to the west, east and south in groups. They took along their cattle and tamed horses as well. During the course of their journey, they met people of diverse types, fought with them and mingled with them. One group reached Europe. The group that traveled south reached northwest frontier of India through Iran and Afghanistan. They are known as Aryans.
Children, what ideas can we get from the description of the famous historian A.L. Basham? Let's have a look. The Aryans were pastoralists. Increase in population forced them to travel to other land. The Aryans came from Middle East Asia. They traveled to the west, east and south in groups. They took cattle along with them and tamed horses as well. Tamed means enakki valartha. Okay. These ideas were getting from the description. Now have a look at the table. Certain words similar in meaning and pronunciation from different languages are listed.
Father, pater, Peter, Peter. Mother, matter, meter, matre.
This similarity points to a common heritage of these languages. The languages spoken by the people who inhabited different part of Europe and Asia are regarded as the Indo-European languages. Let me repeat. The languages spoken by the people who inhabited the different part of Europe and Asia are regarded as the Indo-European languages. Among them, the people who spoke Sanskrit came to be called as Aryans. And the first literary work in Sanskrit is Rigveda. അതായത് നമ്മൾ മുകളിൽ പറഞ്ഞ വാക്കുകളുടെ ഉച്ചാരണ സാദൃശ്യവും അർത്ഥസാദൃശ്യവും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ നമുക്കൊരു കാര്യം മനസ്സിലാവും. ഈ വാക്കുകൾക്കെല്ലാം പൊതുവായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പൈതൃകം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പാരമ്പര്യം ഉണ്ടെന്ന്. ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെ യൂറോപ്പിലേക്കും ഏഷ്യയിലേക്കും കുടിയേറിപ്പാർത്ത ആളുകൾ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ഭാഷ പൊതുവെ ഇൻഡോ യൂറോപ്യൻ ലാംഗ്വേജ് എന്ന പേരിലാണ് അറിയപ്പെട്ടത്. So children, here is a question for you. Which is the first literary work in Sanskrit? Yes, Rigveda. Children, about 3500 years ago, Aryans arrived at the Saptasindhu region in the northern part of India. What assisted them in their journey were their horses and the chariots pulled by the horses. Clear? The horse's skeleton and the remnants of the chariots in the path travelled by the Aryans are evidence for their arrival. So children, next we are going to learn about the life of the people of Saptasindhu region. Children, what were the peculiarities of the people of Saptasindhu region? Let's discuss in detail.
Aryans belonged to different tribes. Each tribe comprised of many families. The eldest member of the tribe was selected as the head of the tribe. ഫാമിലിയിലെ മുതിർന്ന ആളായിരിക്കും ട്രൈബിൻ്റെ തലവനായിട്ട് തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കപ്പെടുക. There were different tribal assemblies to assist the tribal heads. These assemblies were known as Vidhata, Sabha and Samiti. The main occupations of the Aryans was cattle rearing and farming. They fought battles for pastoral grounds and cattle.
The society was divided in the Rigvedic period on the basis of occupation.
The society was divided into three: priests, soldiers and common people.
During this period, the beliefs of the Aryans were simple and based on nature worship. Their main deity was Lord Indra. They also worshipped other gods, namely Agni, Varuna, Maruti and Surya. They also undertook various rituals and special prayers for increasing their cattle wealth. Clear? So children, this is for today's class. Hope you all have understood well. We will meet in the next class. Bye.